Gospel of Matthew, chapter 14, starting with the 27th verse. We're going to go all the way over to 1 Peter, chapter 5. We're going to start with the 8th verse. This might be a little crazy, but we're just going to do what God has us to do. See if we can tie it all together. Alright, we're going to start in Daniel chapter 6, the 16th verse, and the Bible reads, Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel, and they cast him into a den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet, and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. And the king went into his palace, and he passed through the night fasting, neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. And the king arose very early in the morning, and went in haste into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with, I have to help with that word, lamentable voice unto Daniel, and the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions. And said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. If that was one thought that we had in that little bit, if you go back and read the full chapter, Daniel served God. Right. He lived after God. He prayed to God 3 times daily. Right. And never failed. There was a group of men was determined to tear Daniel down. They were ready to find fault in Daniel. And guess what? They went to King Nebuchadnezzar and they told him, "Go, king, why don't you do this? Why don't you make it a law that they don't serve nobody else but you without your permission?" Right. That's all they could find guilty on Daniel. That's all that they could do was say, Daniel's he's still praying against you, O king. Bless you. I tell you what, sometimes we need to have the faith and the willingness and the passion in our lives, so when we go out into the world and everybody else is saying, "Oh, you can't do that," that we serve God anyway. But there's going to be a time where we're not going to be able to meet like this. There's going to be a time where we have to gather in our houses. There's going to be times that we have to go and we're going to have to gather in secret, but through the power of God, He will deliver us. Right. Amen. Even when they lock us up and they throw us in a den of lions, He will close their mouths. Right. That's right. Y'all only have to turn to, 1 Peter 5:8 says, Be sober and vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour. You know what? If God can close the mouth of the lions in that den, He just wanted to show us that when the devil's going back and forth looking to snatch somebody, he can shut that mouth too. That's right. Daniel was sentenced to death. That's what that was, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Yeah. They was found fault for serving the Lord. When it's time for us to serve the Lord, and it's time for us to do what we need to do, whether we perish in this life or not, we got a better place to go. Right. We will be delivered one way or the other.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Come on. Blessing.
Bless you.
Yes.
Bless you.
If you keep reading further down in that chapter, it talks about the people that deceived the king.
Yeah, come on.
They deceived the king.
Right.
And the king commanded them to be put in the den of lions.
That's right.
I tell you what, they didn't make it up, my family did. They died.
Amen.
When they come down off the rocks and got amongst them lions, they were killed, they were bitten, they were mauled.
That's right.
I tell you what, if you don't know God and you don't serve God today, when you get thrown in the den of lions, is He going to deliver you? If you don't have that assurance, if you've never been saved, you're going to be mauled just like they were.
Amen.
That's a reference to hell.
Bless you, Lord.
For them people, that was death.
Amen.
Serve be the 14th chapter, 27th verse, we're going to start reading. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered unto him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come to thee on the water. And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, and he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the winds boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink, and he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore did thou doubt? I got to thinking just a little bit about when us saved folk, we're on our journey and we're walking just as Daniel was. God's going to have a time where He calls us to do a work. He's going to call us to sing a song. He's going to call us to witness to somebody, and we're going to be scared.
Come on.
This carnal flesh is going to get in the way.
Amen.
But if we're like Peter and we have that little bit of faith to step out of the boat that we're in, go ahead and serve God. Go ahead and be thrown in that den. If we just allow God to work through us, we can walk on the water and we can be delivered. And even, here's the good news, even when we fail and we call upon Jesus' name, He will immediately save us.
Come on.
We are nothing. I am nothing.
Amen.
I'm just skin and bones.
Come on. That's right.
But when God comes down and He talks to me, I'm an heir of the throne. I am a child of a king. I am saved to the uttermost. He will never be able to take that from me.
Come on.
The devil can never take that from you.
That's right.
This brain might doubt it, but once you get this brain out of the way, get this flesh and bone out of the way, you get back down to the core of your heart, it'll still be there.
Tell the truth. Come on.
Amen.
Yes.
Bless you, Lord.
The situations we find ourselves in, sometimes in this world, whether it be on a rocky boat, whether we go out and we get thrown in the den of lions, even though there's little things that we might fight and we might go through, I'm going to keep reading. This is going to get good for y'all. Maybe in a minute, I don't know. It's good for me right now. Y'all just listen. And when they came into the ship, the wind ceased. Now, when he called upon Jesus' name, when Peter looked up and said, Jesus, save me, when he touched his hand, the winds were still blowing. The waves were still high. He might have still been afraid carnally. But when we walk with Jesus and we call out to Jesus' name, none of that matters anymore.
Amen.
Do you think Daniel was worried? Do you think Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was worried? They knew that their God was alive. They knew that they would be delivered.
Amen.
So when we're going through stuff and we say, God help me, and the situation don't change, that don't mean you're alone.
Come on. Amen.
He has never left me.
Right.
He has followed me out into the world, and when I turned around, He said, hey there.
Come on.
It's about time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got the ability to go with you no matter where you go.
Amen.
Believe it or not.
Bless you.
I do. It's in the book.
Bless you.
He come walking on the waters. He wasn't in the boat. He didn't jump out of one boat and go walk to the other. He come to them walking on the waters.
Amen.
Then he had the faith to step out.
Bless you.
But when we step out, just like the preachers that's been behind this book,
Bless you.
when we step out and God tells us to say something,
Come on.
when we try to do it as our flesh,
Come on.
when we try to step out and start walking saying, oh, look at me, oh no, you're going to start sinking.
That's right.
You're going to start sinking. You don't let God take control of it. You don't let God pick you up and walk you back to the boat. Who knows? It could have been a quarter mile back to the boat.
Right.
But Jesus grabbed him and walked with him every step of the way.
Come on.
If
Amen.
you're lost here this morning, you don't have that hope.
Right.
When you get lost, when you get stuck out in the world, you get scared, whatever situation you're in, you ain't got no one to call to.
That's
right.
The devil is hindering you during altar call. The ones that tells you, oh, you got time, you got time.
Come
When
on.
you get down in a place where you ain't got nowhere else to turn, you can't turn to Christ.
Come
That's
on.
right.
Unless he's dealing with you.
Bless your heart.
Amen.
There's going to be a time in your life where you're going to need somebody.
Come
Yes.
on.
Or you're going to be in the place where you need to be to call upon his name.
Amen. Bless
I'm
your
not
heart.
saying he's going to leave you.
Right.
But sometimes you're going to pay for the sin that's in your
That's
life.
right.
Right.
The ones that of us that are saved, we're not going to be punished in glory. I strongly believe that.
Amen.
The trials in this life, whether you think you deserve them or not, is because of the sin in your life.
That's
right.
Come
I'm
on.
not guaranteeing that you're going to be a millionaire next week just because you turn your life around, but there'll be peace
Come
in
on.
your heart.
Amen.
Amen.
Bless your heart.
You can't make it through this life. You can't go through this life with a troubled heart. It's going to tear you to pieces. You'll stop paying your bills. Oh, I just forgot, or this will happen, or that will happen. You're just not, man, I just can't catch a break. But when you turn back to Jesus and you call upon his name and he speaks peace to your heart,
Come on.
he'll show you the priorities.
Amen.
He'll show you what's more important.
That's
He'll show you where to go and what to do.
Right.
And all you got to do is follow him and grab his hand when you start singing.
Amen.
Because you're going to sing.
Amen.
You're going to be thrown in jail. You're going to be bound up by the devil.
Bless you.
But guess what? He can close up his mouth. He can't touch you.
Amen.
If you've been saved, he cannot touch you. The devil has no power over you. He has no authority over you. As long as you call upon Jesus and resist him,
That's right.
that's the key. You can't just call upon Jesus and say, God, deliver me from this situation. You must resist the devil, and then he will flee.
Amen. That's right.
You take God with you wherever you go. There's so many times that we leave this church, and we don't even take him back into our houses. Oh, me.
Come on.
Oh, me.
Bless your heart.
We walked around with this book plastered all over our truck, and someone walks in, hey, what's that? Oh, that's my Bible. Oh, you know Jesus?
Bless.
You got a Bible? Believe it or not, I have people say that to me. It is time that we start walking.
Bless your
It's
heart.
time we start serving more than just on Sunday morning.
Amen.
It's time that we start carrying the Word, know His Word, because that's what's going to get you through.
That's right.
That's our only hope, is to know Jesus.
Come on.
Amen.
Amen.
I love y'all. That's all I got.
Amen.
Bless your heart. Y'all come to the big end of the